it's up to you how sweet you make it. I prefer it darker, but I always, for my children or for the first time trying it, I always add a little bit extra just to, it's a dark chocolate, but hopefully when you try it, I've got plenty here to try, you'll realise it's not as bitter as 100% cocoa, even though this is considered 100% cocoa, because there's absolutely nothing else. Well, it's about 97%, because the only thing that's diluting it is the sweetener, and it's a natural sweetener, and there's no dairy, no milk, and nothing else added to it. So you're using, essentially, we're putting the cocoa bean back together. So everything that's been taken out, we're using and putting it back together. So it is the most natural and simplest way to make chocolate, and hopefully you'll agree with me that for me it's the most delicious one. So this is melting nicely. I'll turn it up a little bit, but ideally you want to melt it over a low heat, and then when I'm going to add the cocoa powder, so help me count, is it 6 tablespoons? So 1, 2, oh, that's a big one, 3, 5, 6. Now, I was asked earlier what was the biggest demo I did, and I had to think for a minute, and then I realised actually I did Heston's Feast about a year and a half ago, and I was asked by his production team. He did an event for his chocolate factory feast. I don't know if anyone saw it, and they wanted to demonstrate the passion and the joys of chocolate. And so we had a Goddesses of Chocolate night in Brighton, where we all got dressed up, high heels and corsets, and we had cocktails that we made. You also have recipes in here for cocktails. Cocktails and truffles and chocolates, and we had face masks, all using my ingredients, all using the natural ingredients. And it was absolutely mental and very scary for poor Heston, but he loved it. I mean, he was terrified, but he absolutely loved the quality and the fact that you can use just organic, natural ingredients and nothing else. But we did scare him, bless him. He was a little bit petrified with all the ladies drinking and sharing chocolates with him. But there we are. So that's now. Can you see that looks more and more like chocolate, like you'd imagine when you just. It's like melting a chocolate bar over a bain-marie, and then I'm going to give it, there's a little bit of a lumpy bit there, so we'll just, the thing I'm using, the only equipment that you really need is a metal balloon whisk. We're not actually tempering the chocolate. That's another reason why I love this so much, is I'm originally from South America, from Argentina. I heard a lady here talking about tango, I don't know if she's still here. Ooh, muy bien, viva. So I love tango, but my mother always made chocolate. I mean, Argentina is not a chocolate-producing country, but they consume a lot of chocolate there. My mum always made chocolate, but part of it wasn't like chocolat, where it's all beautiful and romantic. It's quite stressful, because tempering the chocolate so that it hardens is quite a hard process. You've got to. She'd put it in a marble slab, move it back and forth, measure the temperature, put it back on the heat, back on the marble slab, and sort of move it. And it, more often than not, she was frustrated and angry, and it just went in the bin, if not in our tummies. So when I discovered that you can make chocolate, now my mum still can't believe you can make this without tempering it, but this is one of the most amazing things, that all you do is mix it. The metal whisk essentially conducts the heat and a bit of coolness, so it helps to temper it without you having to worry about it. It doesn't completely temper it, but it blends it well, and it helps it harden afterwards. So that's almost melted nicely, and now I'm going to add the sweetener. So it's up to you whether you put 2 or 3 tablespoons. Let's do 3. You can put 4. It's up to you how much sweetener you like.
What is that? Liquid glucose?
No, it's a fruit. It's not. It's actually less fructose. I don't know if you've ever heard of agave syrup, agave, which is made from a cactus. This is produced in the UK. It's called Sweet Freedom, and it's made from fruit sugars. So it's fruit extracts. So it's made with apples, grapes, and honey, but it's 25% less sugars than sugar, and it's very low in fructose. So it's actually much healthier for you. And then, of course, you've got to taste it. It's up to you how sweet you make it. I have to taste it again, sorry. Oh, I didn't bring my... You can add a little... I like to add a little pinch of salt sometimes, just really good quality. I've got some lovely Himalayan sea salt, or just any kind of rock salt. I know I keep discovering things, obscure salts and things to add to the chocolate. Or you can just add whatever you like to. I mean, you can become really creative and either add fruit and nuts to it, or essences like peppermint. For today, I was asked to create 2 chocolates for the 2 heroes, or how do you say, protagonists of the books that Sue and Pia will be speaking about. Yeah.
Would you like me to?
So I am. See how much time? Yes, of course.
Hello everyone. Can you hear at the back? Okay.
Yes.
I was going to say, come forward if you want a bit, so you can see a bit more as well. But I work for Chocolates in marketing and publicity, and I have the unenviable job of sourcing fun chocolatiers to work with. Chocolate believe very much that their books, that romance is improved by the experience of tasting, eating chocolate. And also, whenever we go to an event like this, it always makes it much more fun, we find, to put some kind of demonstration on. You'll all get a chance to taste some chocolate as well a bit later. 2 of our recent novels by 2 ladies that are here today, you might hopefully you've all had the chance to meet them. There's Christina Courtney and Sue Moorcroft. Sue is going to give you a little reading a bit later from her latest novel, Love and Freedom. And we gave Galia, the Choc chick, a description of the hero and a short blurb from the book to base the chocolate on. So she has come up here with some smooth chocolates to reflect a very smooth hero.
There's good caramel in the middle, just a bit of smooth caramel.
And then we'll also have a reading from Christina Courtney, and that's from her book Highland Storms, which is due out in a few days' time on the 1st of November. Highland Storms, of course, being a very Scottish story, we've got some whiskey and walnut chocolates here for you to taste. So chocolates based on the novels. You'll hear short extracts from the novels, and I'll hand you back over
Thank
to
you.
to
So
Galia.
yes, thanks, Luke. So now, given that task, I thought, well, we'll do some, for the smooth operator, we'll have some lovely, just the plain chocolate with a bit of caramel. And since I'm from Argentina, I don't know if anyone, we have dulce de leche, which is condensed milk, essentially. What's the caramel that you make, so you can either buy it. I'm trying to make this as simple as possible for people, so you don't have to actually make the caramel from scratch, or you can